Hey guys, it's Colin here, and I'm back with another camera review. Today we're going to be talking about the Holga 120 CFN. It's a plastic fixed lens toy camera. It's really fun to shoot, but first I'll show you guys some pictures that I've taken with it. Yeah, this camera was actually my first film camera. This was a gift from my friend Coulter. He saw that I was getting into photography. I had this Sony camera I bought for a Sony A5000 that I bought for filming skateboarding, and I started taking pictures with it. And he's like, "Hey man, I got this camera I don't use. Do you want to use it?" I didn't even know what 120 film was. I just did a little bit of research and found some on Amazon. I bought some Kodak Ektar 100. Got a deal for a few rolls of that. Shot them through this camera. With some very mixed results, that's for sure. This thing has an 60mm f8 lens. I think you can switch it to f8 or f11. There's like a sun and cloud setting on top of the lens here. I don't know actually how much of a difference it makes. It has a shutter, little spring-loaded shutter that's 1/100th of a second, and honestly, all my favorite pictures with this camera, I switched it to bulb on the bottom and just did long exposures with this crazy flash that it has. You can switch between a few different colors on the flash. I think there's red. You just turn the knob on top and you switch between white, blue, yellow, and red. And so my favorite thing to do was, with this in low light and bulb, shoot with a flash, then move it around with some neon lights in the background or something, and it just makes these big streaks, and it's really fun. You can either shoot this in 6x6 or 645. I'm cheap, so I've only ever shot it in 645, so you get the extra 4 frames. Yeah, 6x6 you can get 12 frames, and 645 you can get 16 frames. It's really hard to see through the window on the back. I guess you gotta wait for a number that comes up, but every time I'm loading film in this with 645, I don't see any numbers until I get to like 3 or 4, so I miss the first shots anyways. I've heard these can get lots of light leaks. Mine has been okay, but I've always shot it mostly in really low light. I tried a little bit of street photography and skateboarding with this, but it's just the plastic lens. You can get some cool results, and I know I've seen other shots where people have gotten really cool results. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I've really only dabbled around with the long exposures with a flash, and I had lots of fun with it. If you can get them for cheap, they're really fun. They're not worth a lot of money, so don't spend lots of money on them. I think they make a 35mm version of these, which would be pretty cool, and I think they make a digital one. 35 would be better because you don't have to worry about wasting shots so much, because 120mm film is expensive, and you never know what you're gonna get with this camera. To advance to the next frame, you turn this dial and then you just watch the back for the number to come up. So sometimes I've missed that because the window's so dark. Apparently there's a certain amount of clicks you can count. It's like 30 something, but I'm not gonna do that. Rangefinder is nice and bright. It's just straight 6x6, I think. I've heard of some people putting some tape on either side to make it look more 645. I just imagine it. So yeah, these cheap Chinese cameras are fun to play with. I recommend it if you get the chance. Pick them up for cheap, and it's a fun experience, especially if you've never shot 120 film before. You can get some cool results. Once again, I'll keep this review nice and short. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Colin_Breckman, and you can like, subscribe. That would help out a lot, and I'll keep reviewing some different cameras. Thanks. See you later.